let's see how this goes. So, pardon my child's in the shower, and I'm trying to take care of this while he's in there because he's been all over me. Okay. So for making a levisaber, it's basically a leviwand but using a lightsaber. I drill it a little bit higher than I would for a leviwand because that adds rotation. However, be warned, the further away from the center point that you drill the hole, the more wobble that you are going to have and the less predictable it is. So it's all a matter of finding the right place, because for leviwanding, I found that I get a little bored with the lightsaber just staying like a leviwand does, and I actually want the twirl, so I made it off center, further off center. So what I did, because this is about 1.5 to 1 3/4 above where the balance point is, which is right there. And since I had a blade already, I was able to use it to measure, and I've pre-marked my hole that I'm going to be drilling. If you want to clamp it down, you can, but it is not necessary. Small drill bit. The larger you can go with a larger size and a larger cord, but the larger the hole is, the more likely your blade is to break. So right now I'm over the edge. I'm also keeping my finger on the hilt so that I do not drill into myself. Okay. And then I use a heavier duty needle, and I use thread specifically from flowtoys.com, but basically it is deep sea threaded fishing line. Rotate it a little bit on me. And just thread it. And whether you go long string, short string, that's up to you. But figure out, there is a learning curve. I would suggest learning how to do a leviwand first before doing this, because you can do a lot more damage with this than a very light leviwand, also from Flow Toys. But then I do a tie off around 4 or 5 inches up here. I am going to have to do a little bit of take a file to get rid of some of these sharp edges here carefully so I don't ruin the thread. However, if I do ruin the thread, good news for me, I have more thread. The thread does break after about, I'd say, 40 to 50 hours of practice. The heavier the load is, so if you use a weighted pommel, that'll put more stress on the line. But the heavier the load is, the quicker the line will break. But something that I do is, if I've been practicing on a line for a while and it has not broken, but I'm going to be going out dancing or practicing or doing a performance, I will actually just replace the line before going out. And that's how I guarantee it does not break when I go out and about. So so I made a knot here. Now I have a little swivel and something to hold it with. This is what I have. You can use whatever you would like, but you will need the swivel. And then just thread it. I want it to be approximately the same length for both of them so that I have the same critical distance. Critical distance in stunt world is the amount of distance to where you will not hit something or somebody. So there's approximately approximately the same length. Thread it, knot it, all that jazz. Hopefully I will have a follow-up video here of me using both my lightsabers in just a few minutes.